welcome to another edition of the Hidden Plot. Rachel, as usual, but we have been a bit AWOL for a month, so I won't be surprised if you don't recognise me. We have been off doing other projects here, there and everywhere, so we have been coming down to the allotment in the evenings, which is why we haven't had the videos. But let me turn you around, see how everything's doing. Sunglasses are on, sun's going down, the sun shines over there, hence the... Anyway, turn you around, see what you were doing. So first of all, look at that sunset. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, there's actually a plane in the sky. People are going away now. Okay, anyway, enough about the sunset. Sun changes. So this is full of blueberries. This is today's new thing. This came from our friend Sarah and her dad, who we're getting rid of it. I don't really actually know why. So we said we'd have it because obviously, you know, it's very healthy. When we got our rhubarb is doing exceptionally well. It will be rhubarb crumble cake again, I think. New shed. There's nothing in it yet, but we have a new shed. Been trimming all the lavender, again, when we've sort of been coming up in our evenings, doing some jobs. So the lavender did die off, which is weird, because if anyone sort of local is near Hitchin, the Hitchin lavender field is all out like full bloom at the minute, and ours has died off. Sunflowers are looking grand, again, just keep deadheading those. This is a new addition which you probably haven't seen. So this is all garlic. So one of our lovely neighbours gave us some garlic bulbs. God knows where, you know, he got them, and we've managed to do that. So we planted them in, and they've sprung up quite quickly. I think we killed our mint. It's definitely not looking too healthy. That mint's questionable. That mint dead. Okay. Then squeeze past. We've got our broccoli, it's all covered up. It is meant to be an early sprouting, so it's not like it's going to get a full head like next door's had. But look at the size of the pumpkin! That is a big pumpkin. And then if you and two more, and another one. So we're doing quite well with the pumpkins. Nice flowers at the end. And our runner beans, still covered in black fly, no matter how much we spray the little buggers. Sean, bless him, must pick new, not new beans, runner beans every day. And then we're still finding more. Then over here again, so we've still got some powdery mildew, and again I keep hacking away at this plant, and we're still getting more leaves, and we're still getting more powdery mildew. I don't know what we're going to do about it, but this is our courgettes. So move this leaf and that leaf there. There's some more courgettes. So these ones are actually probably ready to pick, but given that we've got about 11 in our fridge at the minute, I'm not picking them. So this is just 2 of our courgette plants. There is a third. This third one doesn't seem to be doing a lot, however it has actually got 1 on it now. Oh look, a bumblebee on our sunflowers. And then we've got 2 of our spares over there. Again, powdery mildew, don't know what the hell we're going to do there. And they're producing lots of courgettes too. Our broad beans haven't really come of anything. We just don't seem to have much luck with this sort of thing. Maybe not something we'll do next year. Another pumpkin. Swiss chard is actually ready to be picked and eaten. Another Swiss chard's doing alright over there. I mean, I'm going to have to actually zoom out. Zoom out a bit. Zoom out. Come on, keep zooming. That is all cucumbers. So where we have about 10 courgettes in the fridge, we also have probably about 10 cucumbers in the fridge. Let's put that. So let's put you back to normal. Whoa, wrong way. Moving along, pond. It's just full of flowers, so some of them are actually starting to die back now. We're getting some nice seed on those, but we're keeping with the flower heads. Pond itself, you can actually see in. I think something's been crawling in here to get in. Could do with a good clean. But look at all the dahlias. These are beautiful. And the cosmos. So they don't seem to be doing anything much at the top, but they just keep growing up. But down the side, they're all going nuts. And then into the polytunnel. Yeah, that is a polytunnel apparently. To me, it just looks like a jungle of tomatoes. So we've got lots of tomatoes, but then if I come down, these are tiny toms. Well, there are tiny tims. and they just fall off in your hand, so I'm not going to touch them right now. But then if I push you all the way over to the back, ooh, 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 we've got some money makers at the back that are turning red. I hope you can see this. There we go. And then we've also been picking some of the chilies. So we've got some Thai chilies that are growing under here. And we've got some other ones which are growing up. Why are our chilies growing up? Does anyone know? Look at them. Why are they going up? Not down. Anyway, we'll have to keep our eye on it. Oh, I've obviously caught a leaf and broke it because we popped along earlier. Take that off. But yeah, these are all looking a wee bit funky. But they're doing well. I'm sure at some point in here as well, I put in like peppers as in sweet peppers. But I'm not really too sure what's happened to those. Got some more tomatoes down here. Again, they're all just starting to turn colour. I get a horrible impression all of our tomatoes are going to turn at once. Look at them all. And then got some more chilies at the back. I'm probably going to smack my head on my way up. Hanging baskets don't seem to be doing too well. I don't know what we've done to the hanging baskets, but never mind. And our basil seems to be, I've seen better days. Oh, look, you can just see the sunset coming through. And then back here, if I can reach through the tomatoes, the jungle that is, everything's, get out the way, leaf. Everything's just sort of taken off quite nicely. So that's the purple cabbages and the broccolis. And there should be some more Swiss chard in there as well. So coming back out the polytunnel, again, more of the flowers. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. And then when turning around, look at these beauties. We are so chuffed. Obviously, everything on this plot has been grown from seed. Everything. So we are really chuffed that it's taken on so well. But you can see the husks that are coming through for the corn on the cobs. Some of them are definitely bigger than others. But obviously what we need to be doing now is pollinating them. I'm really sorry about my cameraman things today. Actually climbing around stuff now it's growing. It's proving more hazardous than one would have thought. But what we've been learning, because obviously we've never done this before, so what we've been learning is, so you see the teeny tiny little hairs that are on the end here? So, ooh, they feel weird. So when they go this colour, it means that there's been pollinated, and every one of these is connected to a corn kernel in here. And this needs to be pollinated for it to turn this colour in order to make the corn kernel sort of, well, become a corn kernel. And this is all pollinated from these. So when the wind comes through and jigs these, this should sort of filter down and like a dust and come and knock these and come and knock this. And apparently in the morning when you come up and we see the breeze, you can sort of see it's like a dust that happens. But this is why corn like to be in rows, which was important that we put in. It's lovely, nice to stand in as well. However, you can hear sort of Sean doing the hosepipe. More sunflowers need to get in and deadhead this. So in here are onions. They've all sort of been slowly snapping. But then there's something else that has been taking over. Yeah, look at it. It's like a carpet. It is taking over this top back end. We are actually getting to the point where we're going to have to stop and start cutting some of it back because it's starting to reach into our sweet corn. And we don't want that to happen. But trying to break the leaves while I'm here. But look at them. That is butternut. There's another one there. There's probably more around here. Yep. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. People, if you live nearby and you'd like some butternut squash, please take some. Look at it. We want to get into the back corner and actually sort of start sorting this out at some point when we finish up the project that we're doing at home. We need to think about that quite quickly because this really is starting to take over. I mean, it's starting to head into our strawberries. Our strawberries need a massive weed. We've totally neglected our strawberries and the raspberries, which never came of anything. But our sweet peas, sadly, have actually come to an end. But they're starting to get overgrown as well. So we planted, not realising how far these would spread. So these are the backup cucumbers, which when we came up earlier with our friends, we were like, oh, there's a cucumber there. Here, have a cucumber. He was obviously very excited about this. Poor guy, because we'd already just sort of given him 5 others. And then these are more squash, because what else do we need but more squash? Look at it. This camera is not doing justice of how much that actually is. Anyway, so our sweet peas are dying a death. These are actually look like they need a bit of a water as well. Now, we have got lots of seed buds on there, which is fantastic because I love them. So I'm not complaining too much. Oh, got a bit of grass in here. But apparently what we're looking for is these little pods. So we've been reading up on it. So these will be ready to harvest when they go like a paper bag colour. And some of them, if you can see, look like they're just starting to do... Oh, let me turn the camera up to the right angle. Some of them, as you can see, are starting to do it. And they're turning like this paper bag colour. So it is going to be a case of, over the next few days, keeping our eye on them and picking them. Ooh, some flowers there. That didn't actually come with anything. Oh no, let me throw that. What doesn't help though is all this heat. It's killing stuff off faster than we can get through, and we're watering every day. But this bed here is currently weeded, and considering we keep coming up and pulling the weeds out, it's not actually doing anything. But what we're hoping to do is actually get the leeks in, so the leeks are in the polytunnel. We need to get them out. But yeah, so that's just a quick update of where we are with our allotment. Sorry we've been a bit sort of quiet on the Western Front, but hopefully as time goes on and we get our projects done, we will be on here a bit more. So have a lovely evening everyone. We will speak to you soon, and stay safe. Bye.